Hey everyone, welcome back to the BFT channel. Today we're going to be talking about the world's most adjustable bike saddle. A few weeks ago I reached out to Bisaddle to test out one of their saddles, and they were kind enough to send me this saddle here. This is the EXT time trial with the carbon rails. This has to be the most adjustable saddle in the world. It's amazing. I've never seen a saddle like this. It popped up on my Instagram feed and I knew this was the saddle that I've been waiting for. I've been using the stock saddle for a while, and while the stock saddle is fine for my shorter rides, once I hit about 20 miles I start to feel saddle pain and numbness, and that is the reason why I wanted a saddle like this. And the best part of this saddle is they actually make them in USA, in the state of Utah. Alright, so what makes this saddle adjustable? If you look at the back piece here, there are 4 screws here, or 4 bolts, and when you loosen the screws you can adjust this to your bottom size. Okay, and that is simply done by right now I loosened it, so you can see when you can push them out further, and in and out, in and out, and you can do, they're adjustable in the front and in the back. So if you wanted to keep the front more open, you can simply expand the front and keep the back closed, vice versa. Okay, what I really like about this saddle is the price point. This comes with the carbon rails, which is the most expensive version for this model, but you can also get it with titanium or chromoly, and that'll save you a lot of money. So if you don't care about the weight, I would definitely go with the chromoly rails because you'll save a lot of money that way. I will say this, when I saw these on Instagram and compared to how they look now, they look much better in person, so that I am very happy with. Let me put this up here so you guys can see. Looking at the saddle side by side with the T-line saddle down here, you can see it is much shorter. The Brompton saddles are longer because they act as hand grabs like this, but I 99% of the time grab my bike like this down here on the frame, so losing this won't be a problem for me. If it is a problem for you, then you may have to find an alternative grab point on your bike. Let's do what's in the box. So what comes in the box is important. This company also sells additional plates where you can change the design of the saddle itself. So if you wanted a flat saddle, you could swap this in. If you wanted a more rounded saddle, you can swap this one in. This company recommends you use the original fitting for 50 miles or longer, and if it's still uncomfortable, you can possibly try the other plates. The initial saddle adjustment needs to be made, and they include a piece of cardboard and a crayon. You actually sit on this and trace where your sit bone is on this, and then you can transfer it onto the saddle to make your initial adjustments. Alright, this is a very nice simple system. The box itself also has a quick start guide, so you can just read this and get your measurements going. Inside there's actually instructions as well, so I would definitely read them both before you get started. This way you'll have the best fit possible when you start out. Most saddles that I have had in the past take about a few months to actually make adjustments. You know, I'm talking about the angle up and down and forward and back. It actually takes time to make adjustments to your saddle. So when you get a saddle like this where you can make more adjustments, it's going to take time. So please take your time and don't give up. Bisaddle also gives you a 90-day money back guarantee, and material and craftsmanship warranty, they have a lifetime warranty, so you don't have to worry about your saddle that way. Alright, so I want to give you my first initial impressions on this saddle. The first thing I notice about the saddle is the channel. that goes in the middle. I guess that's why they call Bisaddle. But this will allow the most airflow to pass when you're sitting on the bike. And that's important for two things. Number one, it's going to help regulate temperature down there, and also it's going to provide more comfort for your anatomy. Okay, so you can expand this and you'll have more space in between here, and that's really a great design. I think this is important for younger men who ride their bikes a long time, because you know, this builds up heat on if you're sitting on your saddle, and it will affect your anatomy. Alright, so that is very good design. The second thing I noticed is the padding. This is much more thicker than the T-line. It's very soft and very comfortable feeling. It should be better on vibration since it's a lot thicker here. Okay, and up front it is thicker here as well, so it should be very stable. Also, if you look at the saddle height here, it's actually very small. Material wise, you can tell it's a nice solid piece of equipment, and it should last a very long time. Okay, you guys can take a look at the bottom, and if you look on this side, if you spread it like this up here, you can see some measurements, and that'll help you make the adjustments as well. Okay, and these rails also come with the friction silicone already on the rail itself, so when I install it, I probably don't need to use any carbon paste. Alright, so overall, very great design. I'm very happy with this design, and I look forward to testing it. So I will be taking the T-line saddle off and using this C-post for this saddle. You may think that you can't use certain clamps with this, but if you look in the front here, there's one bolt here, and this bolt is what keeps these rails attached to the saddle. So if you're using a clamp, like those round clamp style mounts, you can actually unbolt it and then lift up the rails and then put the clamp on. Alright, so that is very versatile. Alright, so over the next few months, I plan on testing this saddle and try and go on many rides as possible to get the fitment done. If you would like to buy this saddle or any saddles they have on their website, please use our affiliate link below. The discount will be applied to you automatically, alright, and it'll help out this channel as well. If you buy this saddle, you can test it along with me, and if you already have this saddle, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Alright.